Welcome back to our show, Courtside. I'm Silas Demary Jr.,
I'm Godfrey.
and we want to shout out to Mark for letting us use their facility.
So I guess we'll start it off right. Actually, we got a good W. It's a really good Notre Dame team. Last Tuesday.
Yeah, it's past Tuesday, but
Yeah, that really helped us. But I think
go back in time.
everyone wants to talk about right now is Bahamas.
Yeah,
Played two really good Big East teams, Marquette, St. John's. Man, we can start with you. What was it like playing in the Bahamas?
So this is my second year in a row being in the Bahamas. Last year we went down there and played Miami and Providence. So I think this year it was a great experience. Just to be with this group of guys. I think like our camaraderie and just our chemistry just off the court. Like we enjoy being around each other, and we have a lot of fun. So I'd say the experience for me was great. We did a lot of things together. We went to the casino together. We did Santos photo shoot. And then obviously, just being on that court, practicing and playing was a great experience. Although we went 1-1, I feel like went out there and proved some people wrong. I think a lot of people thought we were going to go down there and go 0-2. So I think we definitely went down there and left our mark. So
Yeah, I agree. I think we showed some growth despite the loss. I struggled. I think first game, second game I got it going.
yeah,
I did. Hear me out. A little bit of Darren Hurley in me. I did like the venue, but just like not being like routine.
routine.
Like,
it was a weird setup
It was a weird setup
because it wasn't traditional locker rooms.
Yeah.
Like they kind of changed up our schedule, our routine. Yeah, so like I think our rooms where we stayed was like a 10-minute walk
10-minute walk
to our meeting room where we watched
Atlantis.
film.
Like we were on the west side of Atlanta, so we had to walk
All the way
to east.
across.
But I just think,
Like kind of like Darren Hurley. I don't like the.
It's a weird setup. It's a
the
funny
venue,
setup. Yeah.
playing there. It's cool. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong.
like it's a great,
I'd rather, like,
it's a
play
great experience.
like a home and home. I really go
Yeah.
and play like.
Play at a
St.
Marquette or
John's,
at a St. John's.
I
Yeah.
like play at Madison Square Garden.
Nah,
at
for sure.
Bahamas, like,
Yeah.
But it was a pretty cool experience. But one thing we did, like me and Asa, after the games, we swam with the Dolphins. It's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah. I think my sister went and swam with the Dolphins. Your sister, so
Really?
yeah. I gotta show you a picture after this, but they went and swam with the Dolphins together. But overall, I think as a team, we definitely got closer.
Yeah.
As if we weren't already close, but I think we got super close as a team. And I think us going through that first loss together and having to play another game the next day helped us grow a lot because it helped a lot of people see people's true colors. Like we went through adversity a lot in the Bahamas, and I think everybody responded to it well. And I think even some of our guys, like I think I didn't play as well. Like I think I turned the ball over heavy a lot those two games, but just my teammates picking me up and everything like that. I feel like that helped me trust you guys even more, knowing that y'all always got my back.
That's part of college too. I mean, especially when you're young, you're gonna have bad games. You have stinkers. Like, I put up stinkers all the time, so it's like you gotta go back and learn from them and see what you did wrong. Yeah, I definitely thought the team got closer in the Bahamas just from different activities we did, eating out. Like I had a few of the guys. We were walking through the little underground like aquarium place.
Yeah.
I'm naming out all the fish. It was a pretty good experience. Got to think about here about Georgia. You're gonna get closer regardless.
Always together.
You switch roommates. So I had Tyron.
Yeah, you got a different roommate every trip, so yeah.
Tyron's a really good roommate too, but it was a nice little experience.
Yeah, so I guess that could take us into the non-conference schedule. So we've had some trap games. I would say that people would say we've had some trap games and we've had some good non-conference games. So how would you say the non-conference has gone so far?
Pretty good. I think the competition we played, especially with St. John's, Marquette, even just Notre Dame, like even though like we won by 21, but it was a dogfight the whole game.
The whole game.
Obviously, starting the season off rough with Tennessee Tech.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about non-conference is that they're from all over the country, so they have different playing styles. Some play really fast, some play really slow. So that's one thing.
But what they all have in common though is they play hard the whole game, no matter what.
It's one thing that's good that gets ready for the SEC play, just because like you get different feels because like last year being the ACC, everyone played different.
Yeah.
Right? I think the SEC is
more physical.
It's
A lot
more
of teams play the same.
They're faster. They're more physical. They're more athletic. So I think just getting a different look is going to help us increase our experience.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, especially with a young guy.
I would definitely say that. You know, I feel like outside of that first game, we've shown like we've taken that step of being a team that can put together full games. Like obviously we haven't put a full game together, but I feel like every game we're getting closer and closer to being able to do that. And I think just by our coaches putting us in position to do that, we've been in a good spot. And I don't want to say we want to get comfortable or complacent, but like we're steady trying to get better every day. Like everybody's coming in to practice with an open mind, willing to be better. So I think that's good. We kind of say looking at some of our goals for conference play, I would say we kind of just want to take one game at a time. Because I feel like if we start putting up different checklists and points to do that, we kind of lose sight of our main goal, and that's just worrying about that one team.
Yeah, you can't really have like a real I want to finish second, third, because
it's so much uncertainty.
Yeah,
you never know what can happen.
I think it's just about winning the day, like Coach White says.
Yeah,
that's kind of the mentality I took just in my personal life. Like, I gotta win today. I gotta put in the work today. School. Fortnite
treatment.
Like I gotta attack.
Yeah.
Today, so
that's valid.
But like last year, like being on a really good tournament team, like we didn't have a goal really. Like, only thing we really saw was preseason ranking, kind of like last year. Like, man, we're predicted as 12th and at the bottom of the conference. You know, everybody was. Yeah. Like we didn't really have a goal. We just used the doubt as fire. So I think that's kind of what we did because, especially when the SEC media did, they were just.
Oh, you guys picked 12. Yeah. I think that's where we kind of got caught up last year. We were so worried about proving everybody wrong and worrying about making it to the tournament instead of just being where our feet are. And I feel like that kind of hurt us a little bit, and then we dropped those games in a row, and it kind of was like, oh, we lost sight of our main goal. So now let's just do whatever you please. But kind of this year, I feel like we took a different approach, and it's been good so far.
Yeah, obviously, the SEC, ACC challenges happened, and the SEC won 14-2.
Doing what we supposed to do.
After that just proves the SEC is the best.
The better conference, or
but,
the best
there's
conference.
also really some really good conferences, man. Like I think the Big 12 is.
Yeah, but it's not the SEC though, bro.
Like, Arizona, they don't win.
We're 11. We're an 11 bid conference, bro. That's not normal, bro. That's not normal. Like, that's not normal.
That's not.
11 teams from one conference in the tournament, bro.
The two losses that we took, the SEC took,
was two
really good losses with shout out to my Clemson boys, man. The ACC, being a 12 bid conference, and that's extraordinary. You don't really hear about teams. We have 16 teams. 12 are gonna will most likely make the tournament. That's insane stat. But the two games that we dropped, or the SEC dropped, really good games. The Duke and Auburn game were pretty cool. And shout out to my guys at Clemson. That was a real good dub. Ian Shefflin with 20 rebounds. Like, how do you do that? Do that 20 rebounds. Wig had a good night. Shout out to my boy Chase. He's always doing his thing. But that was. See, look, I wasn't shocked that they won though.
Just from hearing how it was last year, it didn't surprise me that they was even in the game and they ended up winning.
And Coach Barnell plays a lot of teams how they play. Like Coach Pope, I feel like. Like they play a little bit slower.
They definitely do. They're not as. I would say that's why it was such a low scoring game. Yeah. Because they made Kentucky play at their pace.
Yeah, that's why.
And
that was good.
Kentucky didn't know is to stop taking them quick shots until kind of the end of the game. That's when it kind of bit them in the foot. But
that's one thing about them, man. I think they had a good game plan. They rebounded really well. So, but shout out to those guys.
Yeah, but looking at our fans, I think our support from the fans have been incredible. It's been every game is getting better and better. Yeah. And I think Notre Dame was like the tip of the iceberg, just looking at how
It was
fans
like
can start coming to the games.
A sneak little.
Or just a sneak peek, really? Nah, because, like, I think winning these big-time games, going into conference play, like, our first home game is Kentucky. Like, I think we'll sell out that game. Yeah, our first home game is Kentucky. So I think our fans are just, as we're getting better each year in every game, more and more fans will want to come, especially looking at the back end of the football season. Hopefully they go far. Win a natty, we got to handle business Saturday first. But, you know, looking at the back end of that season coming to our season, I think more and more fans will want to come to our games.
I think I knew our fans were real deal. Obviously, the UCF game was pretty cool, but it was Texas Southern when Savo got in the game.
They were geeked for Savo.
That was like one of the loudest moments. Like, Savo came in and hit I think it was his first career point.
Yeah.
Hit a deep 3 from the right wing. I was like, oh my God.
It got loud in there.
But yeah, our friends are amazing. They do a great job of supporting us ever since. Even prior to the season, they always came in for the private scrimmage or was the?
We all had open scrimmages.
Yeah, they always came in, and you feel the love on social media too.
Definitely with our new, like, some of the new media, the stuff we putting out, like putting out even better videos, post game stuff.
Really good. There's some really funny Twitter accounts out there, especially there's some of it. There's
RJ headquarters. Don't forget him.
RJ headquarters. There's another account called RJ Godfrey. Blue Canes Burner.
Blue Canes Burner. He's funny.
And Silas Demary.
My person, yeah.
There's one more. I'm missing another one. That's hilarious. But we got some good fans out here.
Yeah, we definitely do.
I'm very appreciative to be here.
Yeah. I think another reason our fans were so hyped the other night was because our new red uniforms, our red throwbacks. I think those are pretty nice. They looked very nice off of the new court too.
Yeah, I think the fans also made it pretty cool too because they had
everybody had the one jersey on Coda's jersey, which was nice. Because I think last year we did something like that, but I think this year's turnout, just with everybody putting their jersey on, like it was a great experience. And I think it really brought the fans. They felt more. I felt like that's the first time where I felt like the fans was really on the court with us. Like that's how loud it was in there.
Yeah,
like,
they felt like they were connected.
Yeah, like it was like the 12th man pretty much.
But also with the new units comes a new court. The new court's awesome.
Yeah, I like the new court.
It's different, definitely. I'm a huge fan of the new court. But you grow up, especially me, watching Georgia basketball, and you think the classic, brighter, lighter colored court, and then you get the switch over to the darker gray. I mean, we undefeated on it, so I'm happy about it. I think the new
Bulldog up there.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I love our new court.
Yeah, so I guess I can ask you first. What's the coolest away game you've played?
Coolest? Okay. The coolest is UNC, but the most fun was my freshman year. My first ever game, Virginia Tech. It was the loudest. It was probably one of my best games. I had 2 threes.
Oh.
2 threes that game, but what was cool about UNC, it was like it didn't feel real. Like it wasn't loud and all, but it was just like I guess I don't want to say. Like
it felt surreal though, like just walking in there because it's all the names that's been through there, NBA players.
Roy Williams walked courtside and it went crazy. I first got in the game, I'm like, dang, like this can't be.
Felt like a movie for real, didn't it?
But Duke, I don't think anyone is like, oh my gosh, Duke, because it's always you don't want to play at Cameron because you get there, it's like it's been hyped up all your life,
so it's kind of like I've seen it.
But UNC, it's like you get starstruck. You
I
know
can see that. Yeah,
what about you?
I would say the 2 coolest places I've played was definitely Rupp. Playing at Kentucky, like that's kind of like a movie. You walk in there, it's like bright lights, looks like an NBA arena. But then the fans, oh man, I hated Kentucky fans. I don't know, but it was sold out for sure. That was it was a great experience. But I would say the most fun for me was probably Arkansas. because they booed me the whole game. Like, every time I touched the ball, it was like, boo. Like, every time I had the ball. So, like, that was a great experience just to know that I was kind of one of those guys they tried to throw off their game. But those are probably the two best places I've played at.
Now, you haven't played back in North Carolina yet, have you?
I did. We played at Wake Forest.
That was not like.
That wasn't like a home game.
Now, did you like the motorcycle before the game? Did they do that before?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But, you know, it was NIT, so, like, it wasn't as sold out. It wasn't packed.
Notre Dame is one place not Notre Dame. Sorry. Wake Forest is, I hate playing that with. I don't think
It's
that's
just
one.
quiet. It's, like, really quiet. They'll get
It's
loud every
hard,
now and
and
then.
It smells like petroleum because the guy comes out on his thing.
Yeah.
And every time we play them, the fans are going stupid there. So, and then they always somehow get off against us, especially like Hunter Sales got off against. Was it Hunter?
Silas.
Hunter Silas got off against
Yeah.
us, and then my freshman year, Tyree Appleby had like 32. So someone always finds.
Shoot, we got big too though in the NIT. I think Andrew Carr had 30. Yeah, we played him twice though. I think the first game Boopy cooked us, and then we played him twice because you know we played the. I think we just ended up playing them early in the season because it wasn't. Yeah, came down to the wire and then played them NIT. It was a close game. So, but yeah, somebody definitely always cooked us when we played them.
It's time to move on to the NFL. Right now, start off sad. My Falcons are 500.
It's okay. Cowboys just as bad.
They lost 2. Have we lost 5 in a row?
Something like that.
Lost 5 in a row. Just lost to the Chargers. But with that, I guess I can ask, who's your NFL MVP?
My NFL MVP is either Lamar or Saquon.
See, I don't hate those picks. Saquon's gonna.
He's definitely gonna be in the running, like top 3 for
he's
sure.
Gonna hit 2,000 yards. Without a doubt, Saquon's gonna win Offensive Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be mad at both.
Yeah.
Lamar
Wouldn't surprise
Jackson
me.
having an awesome season. They're 8-4.
They just lost a tough one, but
I hope they win the AFC, man. But that's a pretty good pick. I put my MVPs is probably either Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. I think they're gonna give Josh Allen just because he hasn't got one yet.
true that. I can respect that.
I think the reason, he probably won't have more yards than Lamar because I think it's because of the snow games though. Like they played the snow game last week.
It's pretty rough.
It
Let's
looked
run
really
the ball.
bad. Like I don't know if I could do that, man.
Play in the snow? Yeah, I couldn't do that. It's too cold.
Also, do like T.J. Watt. He's having an awesome season. That Steelers defense is amazing. Rookie of the year is going to be Jaden Daniels.
For sure.
Jaden Daniels.
That's a for sure pick.
An awesome player.
Bo Nix.
Ooh.
It's gonna be Brock.
Oh, Brock.
It's gonna be Brock.
Bowers.
He's having a really good season.
He has.
He's like third in the NFL.
They not giving him no love on social media though. He's having a great year.
Hey, there's a lot of good rookies.
He's having a really good year.
He's the Raiders are terrible.
Dude, I didn't realize how Bo Nix was. I didn't realize he was that good until
He-
he played the Falcons.
He
Dude was
killed.
like 305.
They just played the Browns. He had a great game. He had a great game.
I remember the days where Bo Nix was the most hated college football.
Yo, they couldn't stand him. Then they was always talking about his age.
They were calling him like Bo Picks, and they were like, "Get this dude out of here."
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he went to Oregon, just transformed. I guess it's about. It was really your coach, I guess, in football.
Oregon has a really good coach.
Yeah, they done transformed him into
One of them ones.
franchise. Yeah. Hate that. Fortunately, I was thought Kirk Cousins was gonna win.
MVP. He was putting up MVP numbers. Y'all gonna be
We're
solid,
still
bro.
we're still top of our division. We're gonna make the playoffs, so I'm not stressing about the Falcons. I have faith, but I don't think the Falcons will win the Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl is gonna come down to. I wrote it down in my little book that I got.
Oh God.
I think I had the Ravens and Eagles Super Bowl. And I had the Ravens winning.
Nah, I think regardless of who they're, I think the Lions I think this is their year. This is their year just to go over the top. I think they're just a balanced roster on both sides of the ball. You look at the offense, got the dual threat in the backfield, Montgomery and Gibbs. Then you got Jared Goff, St. Brown.
Ahmad Ra.
Then you got Jamison Williams, J-Mo. Like, that offense
These are
is
players
high
that,
octane.
These guys all got good under the line.
That's what I'm saying. The development from the Lions is really good. And then their head coach, I can't think of his name. But
Dan Campbell,
he's a great motivator, great coach, great game planner. Like, I feel like his whole team,
I
they
feel
love
like
him.
The best team, like, especially year after year in the NFC, never makes it. Like, last year, everyone thought, even though the Eagles had like a 2-game losing streak before
They still end up
they
making it.
lost to, Tampa before. Who was the best team in the NFC last year? Was it?
Lions were the hottest. Eagles were for the first 12 weeks, and they went on a losing streak.
Yeah, like, I don't think they ever make it.
Well,
But, like,
San Francisco.
Yeah, but they made it.
was that San Francisco?
Yeah.
they struggling bad this year.
Yeah, I watched them.
They got the injury bug.
Yeah. What? I don't think the Chiefs are going to make it. Chiefs offense.
I think they'll be in the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to go to the Super
I
Bowl
hope
this year.
somebody takes him down, man. I'm tired of seeing Mahomes. No, I love Mahomes, but
It's time to see somebody
I like
else.
all the extra
It's time to
stuff
see
that comes
somebody
with the
else. Yeah.
I don't want to say name. I don't like the extra that comes to Chiefs, but I want to see something different, man.
Yeah,
Steelers,
facts.
Bills, Ravens, man, even the Chargers. I love Josh Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Yeah.
Justin Herbert too. So.
Yeah.
I have another question to ask you. It's coming down to college football playoff time. A lot of people are angry that teams like South Carolina are not in. Everyone's mad that I've been around. Everyone's mad that Alabama's in.
I'm very upset with the committee because I think if you compare some of those games, like I feel like South Carolina should be in the college football playoffs.
Okay, are you a guy who believes in head-to-head or how hot you are? Or are you a guy who believes in, like Indiana?
I see.
Indiana's undefeated. They don't have a ranked win.
Yeah.
Neither does Clemson. Neither does Arizona State have a ranked win?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No,
Arizona
I don't think
State
so.
hasn't beaten
I don't think they
anybody,
do.
Right?
Maybe they have one. Let's just say they have one.
And there's another team with no ranked wins. There's like 3 or 4.
Boise State. Aren't they?
Okay,
They're
well,
in.
Boise State.
But I mean, but here's my point. Like we look at Indiana, they got thrashed against Ohio State. Like that's a bad loss. And then you look at Alabama, they have like 2 or 3 bad losses.
But they have a good win.
They have who's that? What us? That's one good win.
They beat
They
us.
beat them.
They beat
Did
Ole
they-
Miss, didn't they? Did Bama beat Ole Miss this year?
I don't think they
They
played.
didn't
They didn't play.
Bama beat.
Did Bama play
they lost
Texas?
to Tennessee.
No. See, like you have to ask yourself, like, who did they beat? So that's why I think South Carolina, they have more impressive wins to me. Like that win they just beat Clemson, that's a big time win. Like you gotta take that into you gotta
A&M.
think about it. They beat A&M. They really they should have beat LSU, but
Yeah, that call was crazy.
like I think they've
everyone
been
said
in
that
these
call
big
was
time
like-
games and was either they've won or they were supposed to win.
Yeah, personally, me, like I love Lenore Sellers and Raheem Rocket Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 DNs they got, Kennard and Stewart.
Like I think they should be in the playoffs, bro.
I think they should be in the playoff, but I just don't see how you put them over Bama or Ole Miss, just because I think Ole Miss beat them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Ole Miss did beat
And
them.
then Bama beat South Carolina by 2 at home. But I think because South Carolina's the hottest team in the league, you got to put them in. You got to put them in the playoffs. They won 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're a better team today than Bama. So I think you should use the best 12 teams today as in who should be in the playoffs.
That's
but
true.
I think, guys, no one's ever said this. Notre Dame is going to win the national championship.
Freezing cold.
Notre Dame is going to win the national championship. Stand here. The championship is going to be Notre Dame,
No,
maybe
bro.
Georgia, but Notre Dame's going to win, man. That team is awesome. That's an
No
awesome
passing
team.
game.
Exactly. He think they gonna win.
Awesome, well-coached team. Defense is outstanding.
Bro, we're a well-coached team. You can say that about any team in the college football playoffs.
Notre Dame.
Every team that has made it
Dude,
there
I
is a
watched
well-coached team, bruh. Think about it. They there for a reason. Everybody's a well-coached team at that point.
Obviously, I hope the Georgia Bulldogs win it, but I think Notre Dame's gonna run off with it. But once again, we want to thank the Mark for letting us use the space to record the court slide with Players Lounge. Check it out every other week with me and Silas Demary.